Julia.
Hi.
I'm Callie, I'm your counselor today.
Okay.
You can have a seat if you'd like. Okay. How was the drive-in?
It was stormy. It's coming down pretty bad out there.
Oh yeah. Well, at least you got here in one piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Now before we get too deep into everything, I just have to go over the confidentiality agreement with you.
Okay.
So everything we discussed here and enclosed here stays here.
Okay.
Unless you give me special permission, and there's a form we can fill out to tell other people or discuss it with other people. As well as there are certain exceptions. If I get subpoenaed to court or in divorce cases for children, if there is any suspected neglect or abuse of children, we have to get resources with Children's Aid to help your family or friends and members. As well as within the agency, if somebody else is going to be taking over your case, we have to be able to share that with us. As well, there is, if you are attempting to harm yourself or others, we have to find you resources to help you there as well.
Okay.
And do you understand all that?
Yep. Pretty sure.
Okay. Just want to get you to sign that quickly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, what would you like to discuss today?
I have my friendship with a friend has become very strenuous. So I just wanted to come and discuss and to tell someone because we have all the same friends. So it would be kind of more like gossip, whereas I just need some advice. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not just here to give you advice,
Okay.
but I am definitely here to help you bring out some resources and strengthen yourself so that you yourself can help this, get rid of the strenuousness in your friendship.
Okay.
So can you tell me more about your friendship?
So it's my friend who I met 2 years ago, and we're like really, really close. This year we haven't been as close because she's not in school here anymore.
Okay.
But she's getting married. And so just in regards to that, it's been kind of a big change because I don't see her all the time anymore, which is really hard. And then because she's getting married, it's not like she's still going to be living like in Ontario. She's moving to Tennessee.
Oh my.
So it's been a real whirlwind, and she hasn't been with the guy very long. They were only dating 5 months when they got engaged. So it's been really fast and
It seems that you seem overwhelmed about it.
a little bit, yeah.
And you miss her.
Yeah, and it's not, our relationship's not the same because whenever she's up, it's all about like getting married and and I'm just like, yeah, I just miss the good old days where we just,
You miss your friend and
Yeah.
you feel maybe she's a little consumed by her wedding.
a little, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Do you feel that she's maybe setting you aside?
I don't think she's setting me aside. I think she's setting other things aside. So like, well, maybe I do feel as though she's setting me aside because
Yeah.
she did the program that I'm in at school before I did.
Okay.
So when I came into the program, I thought it would be a little more like I could text her and ask her like advice on how to do certain subjects and stuff like that. Or I'll text her to let her know that how well I'm doing in school and like that I got a good mark on the test, and she's just like, that's good. And then she goes on and talks about wedding stuff, and I'm like, I would like a little more support.
You feel
Yeah.
that she's not necessarily paying attention to you anymore, and she's your friend, and you want to know that she cares. Right?
I feel like more like she's downgrading me.
What's
and,
happening in your life?
Yeah, because I'm not at the same stage as her. So I feel
Okay.
like she's downgrading me and considering what I'm doing not as important.
Has this situation happened with other friends or family members before?
No, I have in the past have friendships break up, but those are for other reasons. I haven't really had anyone this close to me like be in such a rut. Like I have lots of other friends who are like married and who have kids, but we don't, like, they're still very much involved in the fact that I'm in school and everything, and they're very supportive of the fact that I'm doing well, and same, like, I'm very supportive to the fact that they're learning, like, how to be a good mom and how to be a good wife, and like, so it's like a shared support.
Yeah,
but
that's nice.
With Laura, I don't feel the same way.
So you're saying your other friends are still being very supportive of you while still having their other lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's important that you recognize that and they recognize that of you.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that your friend Laura, correct?
Yeah.
Is in a rut. Can you explain to me exactly what you meant by that?
In a rut. I can't even remember what I said.
You said that your other friends seem to be more, I guess, focused and able to balance their lives, and maybe she's necessarily not?
Yeah, I could say that. I don't know, she was in a rut before she got engaged, for sure. Just as she came out of the program that we were in, and she couldn't get a job, and then she kind of figured out that she didn't actually like the whole, because I'm in the social service work program, so she figured
Georgia
out...
College?
Yeah, Georgia, yeah. So she figured out she didn't actually like that at all, and but she still was very, like, she wasn't getting a job or anything yet, knowing that she wanted to get married. So she was just in a rut during that time. Now I feel like, I wouldn't say she's in a rut, but I feel like she is moving forward, and she does feel like she has a purpose because she has a job now.
That's good.
But, like, you know, does
You
that kind of
feel-
answer your question?
Yes, definitely. Do you feel that she's focusing on her wedding more than anything else?
Yeah, because the
Okay.
whole purpose to get a job was to pay for the wedding. So everything she pretty much does is for the wedding. So, like, yeah.
I can tell that you seem upset whenever you mention her in the wedding.
Yeah, it's kind of, I'm not even, I am a bridesmaid, but I'm not the maid of honor.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's a very, because she's moving to Tennessee and the whole visa application process, like,
Okay.
it's a very strenuous thing because of school. The date that they originally planned would have been able to work for me, but now I'm worried that she's going to pick a date and I'm not going to be able to be there or be as involved as I want to be because I'll be in exams.
Okay.
You understand? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Do you feel as though, I think this is what I'm getting, that she wasn't prepared for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel as though, because people did give her advice knowing that she wanted to marry her fiance because he was from the States. People
Okay.
were saying to her, like, okay, you need to make sure, though, as soon as you get engaged, you need to go to an immigration office so you can get that ball rolling. Whereas she kind of took a little bit too much time in between, and she planned a date and started going around and looking at venues and stuff
Okay.
without actually figuring out the entire process. And so now she's in a rut because she has no date and she can't get a date until her visa is fully through. And
Definitely.
so she can't really plan anything.
Mhm.
So, which also makes her more stressed, which therefore, yeah, it's just.
Which makes it more stressful for you as her friend.
Yeah.
And it seems that now that she has this wedding and she's getting consumed and she's not prepared, it's putting you on the back burner. And it's
Yeah.
making you feel kind of unappreciated as a friend.
Yeah, and inadequate. Like I don't mind the whole her living back at home and her not being able to see me part, but I do feel like she is kind of putting her friends, like other people in Aurelia too, who are her friends, we feel the same way as well. And it's just like it's the kind of thing where we know that the situation with the wedding she can't help, but at the same time it's like you still have other things, like there's more to life than this part. And so yeah.
And you kind of feel like you need to show that to her.
Yeah, it's hard because we are having a hard time like getting together. So every like thing, I don't want to talk to her over text because I don't like doing that. I like to be face to face with people. And so it's just, I want to be able to discuss it with her because I still don't really know what page she's on because I haven't seen her since the beginning of December.
Would this discussion
Mm-hmm.
face-to-face be possible anytime soon?
Hopefully next weekend. She was supposed to come up this weekend.
Okay.
And then she got booked for work, so she can't. Hopefully next weekend we'll have, like, we'll sit down with, like, cups of tea and we'll just, you know, have a good talk and
Yeah.
kind of, we don't fight often. One time we had a fight, but then it was kind of like, we just apologized, like, right after kind of thing. So we have a good relationship, and I think probably the strain is because of the distance and because we're not seeing each other every time. Because last year we spent, like, in a 7-day week, we would spend 5 days together. So we saw each other a lot.
So you guys were very close.
Yeah.
And you always had those discussions then.
Yeah.
And you think that the discussion would really bring you guys back together?
Well, it's not that we're falling apart per se,
Okay.
but I think a discussion would clear my mind
All right.
to know as exactly what's going on in her mind.
Okay.
Because before it was just like, if I had a question about like what she was thinking, I would just be like, okay, I'll see you tonight, I have something to ask you, and then we just talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, I have a lot of questions.
Because you can't see her.
Yeah.
And you don't want to ask her over text.
No.
Is it more impersonal for you, right?
Yeah, and also
Okay.
with her as well, we're both very face-to-face people,
Mm-hmm.
and we're both very like we show our emotions and stuff. And we've tried having discussions through text
Good.
before, and it's gone wrong because we thought the other person was like upset or something, and the other person wasn't. They just were curious.
Yeah, and you know
So-
what? That's a real strength. You and her are able to express your emotions to each other. Like,
Mhm.
that's really, it's a good thing to have,
Yeah.
especially in a relationship.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to put this out here.
Okay.
Say you go home tonight.
Mhm.
You're tired, you're stressed out about her wedding, the visa process for her. You're so tired, I'm gonna go to bed. You hit the pillow, just feel so relaxed as your eyes close.
You're making me
And
sleepy.
and you fall asleep into a deep, deep, deep sleep. Something like you've never experienced before. And you wake up in the morning and something's different. Almost like a miracle has happened. And now all those problems, they're gone. What does that look like for you?
Well, she would probably be in my apartment because I've had times when I've waken up in the morning and she's just been in my apartment, been like, let's go do something. So she'd probably be there. Her problem of not knowing the date would probably be fixed. She would have a date and she would have the venues chosen, and it would just be like doing the little planning and stuff, and we'd be able to talk about what's going on in her life and stuff. That would be it, because I feel like it's just our communication is lacking.
So all you really want to do is talk to her.
Yeah, pretty much. I miss her a lot.
And you're going to see her in, not this weekend, but next.
Hopefully.
And hopefully that does happen.
Yeah.
Since, like, you do need that.
Because with school and everything, like, it's hard because she'll text me and be like, can I come up this weekend? I'll be like, I'll look at the calendar and it's like assignment. And I'm just like, no, you can't because you're very distracting.
Mhm.
And I was like, and I need to make sure school comes first, right?
Yeah.
And so it's hard because I want to see her, but I also need to
School's important.
School's important because, like, I'm not in a relationship. Like, I have family and friends, but all I have is me to take care of. So school right now is important to me because,
It's mandatory for you,
yeah,
right?
because I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting married anytime soon or anything. So when I'm done school, I need to make sure I have a job. I need to make sure I have a place to live. Like, I'm at a different stage.
You're focusing on your career right
Yeah.
now. All right. So you're seeing her in a couple weekends from now, and you're going to have that conversation with her?
Yep, hopefully.
Okay. And you think that's an attainable goal to set for yourself?
I think that's an attainable goal, yeah. I definitely would like to just kind of try and pick her brain, so to say,
Okay.
because there are times when I get texts from her and I don't really know what's going on in her brain. I don't really know what she's thinking. So,
So, you think that, are you going to go through any preparation?
no, I think I feel pretty prepared for
Okay.
it. I don't think I need to be prepared to hear what she has to say. I think it would be a good discussion to have, because for me, I feel like I don't have an understanding of what she's thinking.
You really want to understand her.
Yeah, I really want to understand this whole situation, kind of thing.
Because then maybe you will understand why she's so flustered with all the wedding stuff.
Yeah. I think I get why she's flustered with the wedding stuff, like I can understand.
Okay.
But it's still like there's more to it. Like I just
Yeah.
feel like I don't really understand what's going on. Like even her job right now, I kind of really don't know what it is, and I don't know what she does. And it's just like,
It's weird not knowing
Yeah.
these things about someone so close to you.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Okay.
So.
All right. So that's definitely your goal,
Mhm.
and you think you can execute it in that time frame?
As long as she comes up.
As long.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope she does.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's any maybe smaller lead-up goals you've thought about?
No, not really.
Okay.
If I could,
Sis-
I would go and get her myself and then bring her up. Like,
Okay.
if I could do that, I would do that.
But that's not an option right now.
No, because
Okay.
I don't have a car and I don't have a vehicle and I have school and work, so I can't really do that. So, but it's the kind of thing like I just have to wait.
Patience.
Mhm.
It's going to be difficult, it seems, but I think you
Mhm.
have that strength enough to know that this is what you need to do, and
Yeah.
you can do it.
Thank you. I hope so. I hope it doesn't go bad.
Have more faith.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we've kind of set a goal for you
Mhm.
to attain in the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to summarize what we've discussed today.
Okay.
So your friend is getting married, and she's getting married to a guy who lives in another country, and
Mhm.
she's going through the visa process, the marriage process. She wasn't prepared, and she's kind of putting your friendship on the back burner, and you want to communicate with her because you feel like if you just could communicate and see her, that you could figure out why she's doing the things she is, maybe even help her track on the right way.
Mhm.
And being able to discuss that with her would really help you.
Mhm. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Okay, so we are coming to a close now,
Okay.
and now that we've set our goal, would you like to come back in a couple of weeks after you visited with her?
We'll see. It could be I accomplish my goal and then I'm good.
Yeah?
But it could, if it goes pretty bad, I might need to come back.
All right.
So.
And if you do, we can give you some numbers and some resources to contact us and make an appointment.
Okay.
All right. It was wonderful to meet you, Julia.
Thank you.